Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for Call For You. My name is Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. So to play the song the easiest, we need a capo on fret number 1. If you're in need of a capo, there is a link to one in the description below, so feel free to check that out. Now, we're going to delve in with the start of the song, which is a C major chord that we're going to break down and play into individual strings. So, the pattern that you're going to see for almost every single chord is that when you have a chord, let's say C major, your right hand is going to fingerpick something. And we typically start with the lowest note of the chord, which in this case is the 3 on the A string. And then we're going to play some of the higher strings, typically the B and the E strings. Followed by the A string, then a G, then the A, then the B. Play around that 4 times and you've got yourself the introduction. Now, you're going to see that pattern throughout almost every other chord. There are some very small exceptions. You'll have to use your ear on that because if I went over every single one, we'd be here for several hours. So yeah, try and use that pattern for as default and then listen out for a couple of other very, very small changes. But this one pattern will be fine for all the song. Now, the first verse, when the vocal part kicks in, we start off with that C major chord. You'll play that twice, followed by what we call a C dominant 7th chord, which is where we take that C major chord and add your little finger to the G. We then have 2 more chords, F major, followed by F minor. And the way I'm playing F major and F minor, I have 1-1 on the bottom strings here, 2 on the G, 3 on the B for F major. And F minor, the flat finger takes over the bottom 3 strings with that finger there. Now, I'm going to play those chords round twice, and that will be the first verse. C major to C7, then the F major to F minor. Now that will be once round, you would do it a second time for that first verse. We then get to the pre-chorus where we have some new chords, so it's worth mentioning that if you want the chord chart for this song, which has the full structure and all the chords within that structure, as well as another sheet with the chords and lyrics matched up, let's say you're singing or playing along and you need to know which chord goes with which lyric, head on over to Patreon, I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but well over 650 songs of all the latest releases wrought out professionally by myself. But let's dig in with our pre-chorus, where we have a new chord of A minor, and we play it like this. Going up to a D7 chord, there's another new chord. Then we have the F major. And then we have a G major, yet another new chord. So let's play all of those chords in one go without me talking over the top of it. We now get to the chorus where things change yet again and there's even more new chords. The chorus starts off with a D minor chord. So that's not to be confused with the D7 chord that we saw earlier. We then go to G7. Again, not to be confused with G major that we saw earlier. So D minor to G7. And then we have something interesting happen. We have a quick change from C major to what we call a C/B. And that is just where you have your middle finger on 2 of the A string, 1 stays on the B string, and that is a C/B. So it goes from C one time round to the /B, and then we have an A minor. Now let me play through that twice, which is what the actual chorus does, and then you can see how all that fits together. So D minor, G7, C/B, A minor, repeats, And then the last part of the chorus, we go back to D minor. And then strum G7 one more time to end the chorus. So, thankfully at this point we get a ton of repetition. Looking up to the notes that's over on Patreon, we have basically the introduction again. On the sheets I've put on Patreon, I've called it the interlude, but it's just the same as the intro. 4 lots of C. We then have the same verse happen again. I think the lyrics are a bit different, but the chords are the same, so that's C to C7, F to F minor twice. We then get a pre-chorus, A minor to the D7, F to G, all the same, and then a chorus, which is the same as the chorus we've just been looking at. There is technically then a post-chorus, but it's just once around the chorus chords. So D minor, G7, C / B, A minor. We then get to a third chorus where there is a bit of a difference. We play the same chords as normal, but we sustain. So the chorus starts off with D minor, 2, 3, G7, 2, 3, C / B, A minor. Then on the second time round, continue sustaining. But when you get to this C chord, start picking away. We then have a full chorus, which is normal, where you're finger picking away. And then finally we have a small outro, and that outro is just, same as the intro, picking away at C major for 4 bars. And that will get you to the end of the song. So if you found this video useful, please do like and subscribe. That really helps out my channel grow, and consider getting that extra material over on Patreon. I also want to say a very quick thanks to the people on the screen floating by. Those folks are my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they will get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them for their support. Thanks to you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.